Let's talk flooring, okay? If you're selling your home, what kind of flooring should you be putting in your home? And if you are investing in your home, what type of flooring do most buyers look for? Flooring is very, very expensive. You don't want to make the wrong choices. I'm also going to give you some helpful tips as far as some backsplash items as well. So please watch to the end. Let's get into it. When you're selecting flooring, keep in mind the price of the home. If you have a really high-end luxury gazillion-dollar home, you're not going to put cheap materials in it, right? Somebody that's going to look at a bazillion-dollar home is going to expect really high-quality finishes and flooring. If you're at an entry-level house, you're probably not going to put the super-duper flooring in. There's a balance. So when I'm going through all the flooring options today, I want you to kind of think about it. Like, look at past listings in your neighborhood. What kind of flooring did they use? Are they using the super duper high-end flooring, or are they using something a little bit more cost effective? And I highly recommend that you talk to a realtor, asking their suggestion as well. They're probably going to know, more than likely if you hire the right one, what is appropriate for your price point. My most favorite flooring in the whole universe is hardwood floors. You can't go wrong with that. I mean, they're just beautiful, beautiful. However, they're expensive. They're very, very expensive. And they're a little bit, we'll just say, fussy, okay? If you're living in a high humid environment, they can expand and buckle, they can warp. You have to take care of hardwood floors. However, for those of you who are investing in hardwood floors, it's a lifetime investment in your home. You can always resurface those several times, and you'll probably never have to replace those hardwood floors. They're stunning. Now, people ask me, well, Audra, what color do you suggest? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the blonde floors still work, the darker wood still works. You want to probably stay away from gray or that red color, the red kind of floors, the cherry floors, and you want to go with the wider plank. So in my world, I say go wider plank. The wider the better. It makes the rooms look larger, and a very long plank. The reason why you want to do that is it makes the room look larger, and it's just a beautiful look when it's all put together. Now, a lot of you may not know this, but I used to be an interior designer before I became a realtor. And I happened to come across this business card today. Cashmere Designs was the name of my company, and the inspiration behind the cashmere, it was the name of my dog at the time. Here, I'll put a screenshot of Cashmere. She was a miniature Schnauzer. I love that dog. Anyway, named my whole company after her. But needless to say, I got into real estate shortly thereafter, and I've seen a lot. So I can tell you, over the years, the hardwood floors or any type of material that looks like hardwood floors is always trending. I'm going to recommend that you try to focus on the wider plank. A lot of you have some of those 1-inch or 2-inch panels. I mean, still, if it works, it works. Don't worry about it. But if you are installing any type of flooring, I'm always going to recommend going with a larger plank if you can. My second favorite flooring out there is hardwood engineered floors, or engineered hardwood floors, okay? And what that is you have a thin layer of hardwood on top, and then below it you have either fiberboard or plywood that supports it. It's a very durable product, and I'll show you what I have in my house. Oh boy, this is what I just put in. Look at this little baby. I love this. I love it, love it, love it, okay? I wish the plank was a little larger, but it was cost effective, so I went this size. Now you will notice, ooh, look how long this puppy is, right? Got long planks. I love that, okay? And you will notice, I'll turn it sideways. I'm doing a really good job here. You will notice, you see that? There's some fiberboard in there, and it keeps it really stable. So like I said with the hardwood expands and contracts and can buckle. Because this is reinforced with plywood, it doesn't buckle, and it's not going to warp because you have the support here. I love this product. It's less expensive than hardwood. It looks beautiful. I'm a believer. Now, a lot of you are going to ask the question like, well, Audra, you can't really resurface it. You are right. You can probably get 1 or 2, maybe even 3 resurfacing out of your engineered hardwood floors. It really depends how thick that wood is. And you could see on mine that mine wasn't that thick. But to be fair, I've never resurfaced my floors. I just take good care of them. So once a year, I have somebody come out and clean my floors, and they always look beautiful. You just got to take care of them. Now, I know you're not going to love to hear this. Some of you are like, no way am I doing this. No way. I'm not putting hardwood floors in my kitchen. Okay, I hear you, but it's so pretty. There's nothing more annoying when I go into a property and I see that you have these beautiful wood floors and you get to the kitchen and just the whole streamline halts because you put tile in your kitchen. I hate it, okay? It breaks the flow. Now, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just telling you what I prefer. I have hardwood floors in my, or I should say engineered hardwood floors in my kitchen. You just maintain it. You just got to take care of your stuff, right? So I don't have a problem. And I would suggest that if you are going to sell your home and you are putting some type of material in your house, remember, you don't want multiple options, okay? We don't want 5 different carpets, 5 different tiles. You got wacky backsplashes and, it's a mess. We want uniformity. We ideally want the same paint throughout the whole house. Maybe not in the bedrooms, but even that would be better. We want the same flooring as much as possible throughout the house. It makes it look larger, looks more beautiful. It's more seamless. You don't want choppy stuff. You don't want it. Trust me. Now, the hardwood flooring and the engineered hardwood flooring, I would recommend those options for higher end homes. The most popular flooring out there right now, the buzz out there, is this luxury vinyl flooring. I actually put it into my investment property. It looks great. I got this sample from Home Depot. It's very reasonable. It's durable. You can see it's similar to my own flooring that I put in my house, right? You'll notice that the panel isn't as long, but it's easy to install. It looks great. What I don't love about it is it makes a weird sound when you walk on it. So if you can hear this, like watch. Plastic, right? And I'm not sure I love that. So the other thing I'm not in love with luxury vinyl is that this is manufactured, right? So they do their best job to make the pieces look a little bit different, but a lot of them are the same. So when you're dealing with real wood, like this little guy, there's imperfections. It doesn't look the same. The patterns aren't the same. So when you walk into a house that has luxury vinyl, you will notice, if you look closely, that there are some boards that are identical to the others. I think it's a great value. I think if you're reselling your home, people love it. And the other thing too is if you have pools and you have kids, it's pretty indestructible. Most of the homes that I am selling right now and they need to replace their flooring, I am recommending this. And you will have no problem, this luxury vinyl, putting in kitchens or even bathrooms. It's not a bad option if you don't mind the sound. Sounds kind of weird. Luxury vinyl flooring is also called LVP. You hear a lot of that out there. I promise I wouldn't bug you. I promise to subscribe to my channel. But I want to let you know that next year I'm going to reach 100,000 subscribers. You can start helping a little bit early. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. I made it to 50,000 subscribers. I just want to say thank you. All right, let's get back into the video. Up to this point, all the flooring materials so far that I talked about, I love. Really depends on the price of your house, the climate that you're living, and your lifestyle. Now, from here on out, we're going to talk about stuff I don't really like, okay? So if you already have this in your house, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to talk to your realtor to see what their opinion is. As you guys may or may not know, the market is shifting. It's slowing. Buyers are getting a little picky. If you are putting flooring into your house, these are the things you're going to want to avoid. I hate this stuff. Porcelain tile that looks like wood. I hate this because it's the wrong color. It's grayish. And I also don't like the size of it, okay? If you put this tile down, it's gonna look really busy on the floors. Also, porcelain tile is very difficult to, any type of tile, is very difficult to remove, right? Demolition is very costly, and this stuff is plastered down for life. Very hard to destroy this stuff. But what I don't like about this stuff is that if you were to lay this tile down, it's going to look really busy because of the size of it. The other thing is most of the tiles are identical. So when you're putting this down in your house, it definitely doesn't look like wood because every single one of these is very similar. Sometimes the higher end stuff has like 5 or 6 different options or patterns, but you walk into the house and it looks super busy. Now, what you need to understand about porcelain tile, if you go to any homes and you look down and you see this stuff, you'll notice that the grout lines are much larger, okay? And the reason why those grout lines are so large is because it's very difficult to cut this stuff really even. And when you have the higher end porcelain tile wood stuff and you get the longer planks, usually the grout lines have to be bigger. The installers have a very difficult time with putting this tile close together, especially the longer ones, because the edges just aren't even. So as soon as you walk into the house, you see these little tiny tiles and you see wide grout lines. It's a dead giveaway. This is fake and it looks not very classy or high end. It looks kind of hodgepodge. Hate to say it, but it's true. Now, if you already have this stuff in your house, I'm gonna say put area rugs down. You're gonna wanna minimize the busyness. Now, it is worth your time if you are determined to get this stuff. Now, remember, it's cold, it's tile. It's not as warm as the other options we discussed. If you're gonna go this route, then I would try to find a longer panel, spend the extra money, put some higher end porcelain wood tile in there, and try to get those grout lines as small and close together as possible. It will look a little bit more real. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but not in love with this stuff. Another flooring choice, which is just an absolute no-no in my book, is laminate flooring, okay? It's cheap, it looks like poo-poo. When you walk on it, it feels like Gumby, it's kind of sticky. A lot of you may not know who Gumby is. Oh my gosh, I'm dating myself. Well, most of the people watching this channel are older anyway, so Gumby, it's just kind of, gooey. I just don't love it. If you're going to put laminate or you already have laminate in your house, it looks okay. Now, if you have a really low-end property and you're like, well, I just got to put something in here, maybe that's not that bad of a deal, but just not in love with it. And then they have that rollout stuff that you can put down. Like, you guys, if it's cheap, like really cheap, it's not gonna look good. So I don't hate tile. Just be careful where you put it. A lot of you like to take tile and just put it throughout the whole entire house. And just realize if you do that, it's really difficult to, once again, demolish. If you're gonna do that, you don't want anything too funky, okay? You want it really neutral. So here's a test. I'm gonna put a flooring option up here for you. You tell me if it's yes or no, okay? Yes or no. Ready? Here we go. Whoop, got this from Home Depot. Do we like the shape? You guys see this? Do we love this, yes or no? No, we don't love this. The reason why we don't love this is because it's gray. And you will also notice that it has like sparkles in it. I don't know if you can see that. I don't mind the shape of it. It's actually a very interesting shape. And I think when you are putting flooring in your house, look at the room. Is it rectangular? Is it square? And sometimes if you want to highlight that, you're going to match the room with the style of tile. I don't love gray. Gray's not trending either. And it's just kind of dark. I don't know. Not in love with it. Neutral's the way to go. No gray. Please, no gray. Okay, here's another sample. Yes or no? I'm going with yes. I like it. It's neutral. It's kind of a sand color. There's no sparkles to it. It's neutral. Much better choice. Same price. Do we like this one? I don't mind the shape. Now, for those of you who have large spaces and entryways, I like the bigger tile for that. It makes it look bigger. If you have smaller rooms, you're going to probably use a 12 by 12. But I'm not in love with this. It's too busy. Busy, busy, busy. We want simplicity. We want uniformity. And I know it's hard because I love wild stuff. But when I go to make flooring samples or any type of carpet samples, anything like that, we want to go with neutral colors. This is way too wild. Yes, it's neutral. Too wild, okay? You put this throughout your house, it's gonna look too busy and be very distracting, and your buyer's more than likely gonna wanna replace it, and it's expensive to put tile in, folks. So when you're putting tile in, make it very boring and bland and neutral. You can always accent that with really pretty rugs, which is what I always do in my own personal homes and some of the homes that I stage. We gotta have a tough conversation here. Right now, carpet is not trending. Okay, I know a lot of you are like, I don't care, I love my carpet, I don't care what the buyers want, they can go replace it. And I hear you. But never in my entire career have I ever had one buyer say this. Hey, Audra, it's a non-negotiable. I have to have carpet, especially in the bathrooms and especially in the kitchen. That is a total like no start if they don't have carpet in the house, especially wild carpet soiled with dog and kid stuff. Okay. Guys, carpet is not the most, I'll say, appealing flooring source. However, people still buy it. We still like it. It's just not what I would say something that's going to bring a great deal of value to your home. Now, if you are going to replace your carpet, and it's not a bad idea to do that if you do have carpet, because, you know, the buyers might want to come in and redo the floors, or they might want to live on the carpet until they can afford to replace them. But I'm always going to recommend neutral carpets and low pile. So here's some really good choices that I love. I just put this lighter one in one of my properties. Oh my gosh, it turned out beautiful. Now, a lighter carpet is really difficult to have in a home where you have pets and you have family members. This isn't a bad choice, but they're all neutral. Do you guys notice that? Are you looking at the color palette here? You don't want to do crazy blue or black or green or any crazy colors. Neutral is the deal. Now, if you're going to replace carpet, you don't want to do the shag stuff, okay? Here are some examples of good colors, just not good carpet, okay? This stuff. It kind of cheapens. Oopsie, this is a good one. See that one? That's low pile. But these little guys that are fluffy, people don't like it anymore. It's just not trending, okay? So if you're going to replace your carpet, something neutral, but something low pile. I've had one of my followers, thank you, Mary, reach out to me and ask me about micro cement. Now, we don't hear a lot of that out in my area, but I thought it was really cool about, 15 years ago? I put micro cement downstairs. I bought a new home and I closed without flooring and I wanted to finish the concrete. I thought it was awesome. But when I went to go sell my house, The buyers that came in were like, wow, why didn't you finish your floors? I'm like, because I'm cool. And you don't like it? Like, no, it's cheap. We want hardwood floors. All I have to say about micro cement is I personally really like it. It's more industrial, and I would just say rely heavily on your realtor. Some of the high-end homes and some of the mid-sized homes that I'm selling right now, they're not doing that. I love it though. It's super easy. I just don't think it is going to add value to your home when you go to sell it. Probably someone's gonna come in there and put hardwood floors right over it and think it's not a finished product. So beware of doing micro cement. But if you're cool, and you think it's the right thing to do, then you do you. But I'm just telling you, most home buyers, that's not one of their non-negotiables, micro cement flooring. Now here's the bonus, backsplash. I'm gonna share my own mistake with you. When you are investing in your home, don't look at the trends, go with neutrals. So when I redid the house that I'm in now, I got carried away and I did something really expensive and really flashy. I'm gonna show it to you. This little guy, this is beautiful. You know how expensive this was? It came from some like European place. It's some type of concrete, something rather. It's beautiful. It's a backsplash that I put in my kitchen. When I put it in, I thought it was amazing. And now I'm living in it and I absolutely hate it. You get tired of things that are this crazy. It's crazy. This isn't really doing a great job of what it looks like, but it is really stunning. Now, if you are selling your home, you want to stay away from crazy stuff like this, okay? You can never go wrong with simple stuff, okay? If I would have put in this little guy, which is just a sub-white tile, I wouldn't be sick of it, okay? And I would accent my kitchen with other interesting things that wouldn't take away from this, okay? So when I put this in my kitchen, it's such a statement, like it's too busy, okay? This here, my friends, this is a choice you cannot go wrong. Something simple. We don't want to do different colors. We want to go white or a neutral palette when we're doing a backsplash, okay? Whoops. Just broke that. Okay, the other thing, and this is kind of a dated thing, I think it's about, 15 years ago, we all started putting this type of backsplash in. I hate this, hate it. As soon as I walk into a house that I see this, I'm like, oh, you're dated. This is an older 15-year-old home, maybe 12 years old. And what I also don't love about it is the colors, okay? We don't use black and these weird and zany colors. We want neutral, we want natural materials. This is not natural. I'm not in love with this. Do not buy this. Now, I've heard a lot of you out there tell me that your realtor recommended that you hire an interior designer to make these selections. All I'm saying is it's a lot of money, and these interior designers out there, they don't have to be credentialed. They can just go out, just like you, and make a business card like this one, woo, and they're in business. If you want to save some money, I'm just going to tell you to stick with neutrals. When I say neutrals, there's always two types of neutrals. There's the cooler type of neutral, and then there's the warmer type of neutral. The warmer right now is more trending, so I would kind of direct you more that way. And just go to Pottery Barn, go to Restoration Hardware, go to Pinterest, look what's online. Like, you guys are smart. It's not that hard. You can see back here, I got a lot of neutrals, and then if I were selling my house, I'm looking at my couch right now, I'd probably take the pink out, but I like the pink. I mean, who does pink, right? When you are selling your home, it's much different than when you're living in it. So if you are selling your home, you need to appeal to the masses, and the more neutral your home, the better. All right, this is what I mean. Restoration Hardware, okay? I'm gonna open up to a random page, let's see what we got. Okay, do you guys see this? This is a neutral palette. It's a warmer neutral. It's not cooler. There's accent pieces. It's very organic. They're natural fibers. And if you put that hard surface flooring in your home, you're going to put a very neutral rug, preferably a very large rug. It makes it look cozier and warmer. You guys getting it? Now, I'm highly going to suggest that you find the best realtor you can find when selling your home. If you don't have a realtor and you would like some assistance with that, I will link right here an email that you can send to me, and we will connect you with my referral manager, Diana. She is fantastic. She's been doing this for over 20 years. I'm impressed beyond belief with what she's been doing for a lot of my followers out there. I will link the email down below as well. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Thanks for the 50,000 subscribers and on to 100,000 next year. Have a good one, and thanks so much for watching.